If weather cooperates, Hydro Ottawa expects to have a full restore of power by Friday. The sign of optimism comes as cleanup efforts continue around the city and more details of Saturday's storm become known. Hydro crews have been brought in from various surrounding communities, including Toronto, Kingston, New Brunswick, and the United States. Replacement hydro poles have begun going up on various roadways, including on Woodruff, which has at least 38 to replace. The work will take days, but Hydro Ottawa says they are making good progress.
Well, we tend to get lost in the numbers. The reality is we are rebuilding and reconnecting over half of our distribution system within a matter of days. Obviously, our work is far from over. We're doubling down with more resources to the remaining 55,000 customers without power backup. It is tough, laborious work, and it takes time to do right and safely.
On Merivale Road, the cleanup has begun, with crews on site beginning the long process of replacing the fallen poles. But debris and abandoned cars still litter the street. It could be a month before Merivale is fully open to vehicle traffic again. The storm has caused 3 major roadways to close, which connect Barrhaven to the rest of Ottawa. It's caused traffic delays across the city and has caused a few bus routes to be rerouted. The damage is devastating. Hydro Ottawa says they've never seen anything like it before. Now today we are learning more about what type of storm could cause so much disruption, destroying the local hydro grid and uprooting hundreds of trees from the ground. Environment Canada has confirmed the severe weather events which touched down here in the Ottawa region over the weekend were not tornadoes, instead calling the events a downburst. Now that's not a phrase commonly known here in the Ottawa region, but they do in fact happen quite regularly, especially in places like Northern Ontario. Also known as a Derecho, the storm brought wind gusts of up to 190 kilometers an hour, and that's what did the most damage. Because of recent damp conditions and older mature trees having just grown leaves, they became top-heavy, making it easier for them to topple over. Newer trees are those which have just begun budding fared out much better, said city officials. It's believed if the storm had hit Ottawa a month ago, the damage would have been much less severe. The cleanup is expected to take weeks. Priority now is to get the full hydro grid back online.
I've gone around and toured and been overwhelmed by sort of how the devastation. You look at some place like Pine Glen and just think, how did this happen? But we have crews in the Pine Glen area right now, and last I've checked, they've confirmed that we're still on track for a Friday night energization there. So. Again, hoping everything, if we find more damage, then so be it. We'll deal with it. And if the weather doesn't cooperate, we'll deal with that as well. But at the moment, no, I'm not in a position to sort of predict where won't be able to energize.
Hydro Ottawa says as they continue to work around the clock trying to restore the power grid, they are continuing to find new surprises which could potentially delay restoration efforts. But if all goes well, they're hoping to have the Merivale neighborhood back up and running by late Thursday evening. Charlie Senack, UIN News, Ottawa.